Hello, my name is Stu Jensen. I'm the Candidate Filing Program Lead here at the Office of Secretary of State of the State of Washington. I'm going to take you on a tour of the Secretary of State's election website for candidates and our filing portal. So here I am at our website at sos.wa.gov/elections. If you go down to the Candidates tab, you'll see a bunch of resources here for candidates, including our State Candidates Guide. Looks like this. We also have the candidates who have filed page here. It'll look like this. This will start populating with candidates as soon as May 6th. We'll start seeing candidates file for office. We also have here a link to our state offices open for election. This has filing fees in case you're curious about those. It looks like that. You will see the filing fees right down the right side here, and you can find the office. You can use these filters here to find the office you're looking for that will be available starting May 6th. Today I'm going to go through the filing portal. There's an option right here. You could also get to this from the File for Office page. We've also got a bunch of quick links here for the most regularly used pages, including our frequently asked questions page. If you're looking for a paper form, this is where you're going to find it. I highly encourage you to use that State Candidates Guide. It's got a lot of helpful information and make sure that you get filed for office and get on the ballot. We do have a couple of changes this year. New for the Office of Secretary of State is all legislative, Superior Court, and Court of Appeals positions now file with the Office of Secretary of State. In the past, it was only multi-county, but now all state offices file with us. Online filing has also changed. It is available at 8 a.m., the same time as in-person filing, and it closes at 5 o'clock that following Friday. Deadline to withdrawal is still 5 p.m. the Monday following the filing period, and our voters pamphlet deadline is Tuesday, May 21st, 2024. Please let us know if you have any questions or concerns, and we will do our best to facilitate your filing. So let's go into the filing portal. On May 6th, the filing portal will open. You can be able to see this information here. We want you to verify your information before you file, so you can go to the voter registration form here, or you can go ahead and sign in. Right now I am using a fictitious voter that I have placed into the system for these purposes only. Here we have one more chance to verify that your address is correct. If it is not correct, please go to the online voter registration to update that today. You need to update that before you file for office. Step 2 of the filing portal is you're going to create a new declaration. Right now we have no declarations started, as you can see here, so we're going to go ahead and click on the Create New button. Select the office type for which you are filing as a candidate. You're going to drop down this menu here and choose the office you wish to file. Any of these is just the type. It's going to reveal all the offices under that type that you are eligible for. For example, if you were to select the congressional district type here, you're going to see all 10 U.S. congressional districts in the state of Washington. That's because you do not have to live in the district to file for any of those offices. Anybody in the state can file for that office as long as they pay the filing fee and submit this declaration. If you're going for a judicial appointment or a judicial office, you will select the judicial type. You'll see the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeals at the top of that list, and then we have all the Superior Court. If you are filing for a Superior Court position, please make sure that you select the correct position, as if you file for the wrong position and have to withdraw, there are no refunds. If you're looking for the statewide positions, our state executive are under the statewide. We have the governor on down through insurance commissioner. with their appropriate filing fee. Today we're going to file for state senator. This particular voter is in Ledge 22, and we're going to run for the state senator position. Click Start. We have now started our declaration of candidacy. Here we have the voter information up at top available for your confirmation. And we're going to insert some information. This first contact box is for the elections office to administer the office. So you want to be able to contact their office, and they need to be able to contact you in order to make sure that your filing is facilitated. For your ballot name, if you are going to be using a nickname, you're going to put it in quotation marks and say the nickname there. You do not have to place that in there. You can simply remove the first name in place of your nickname if that's how you are commonly known as. There is a law that requires you to place the last name that you are registered to vote. So in that case, it would be Doe here. The next field that I'm looking at is this campaign contact information. This is how voters are able to get a hold of you. You may put something different here from your candidate contact information if you have a campaign office that is commonly placed here. And then your website where you want voters to be able to get a hold of you. And then finally down here we have our campaign mailing address. We must have a mailing address provided on your declaration of candidacy. You can use the one you have filed with your voter registration that will place your mailing address here. If you don't have a mailing address, it places your voter registration here. If you have a separate campaign office, you can go ahead and place that address in here now. And what you want to place in there is where you will receive mail from constituents. We also have an option down here for party preference. This only appears for partisan offices. If you are submitting a declaration for a judicial position, this box will not appear, as all judicial positions are nonpartisan. Of course, if you wish to not place a party preference at all, simply check the box, and that will be the state's no party preference instead of the prefers party. Okay, now that I've filled out all the candidate information, I'm going to go ahead and continue. This gives me a summary. You will see here it has all the essential information about my office, including my party preference. If you were to put a party in there, it would be bookended by prefers and party. In fact, we can go back and edit this information if you find something is not correct. And you can see how that is changed here. Once you have verified all the information is correct, go ahead and continue to the next page, and it's going to provide the Declaration of Candidacy oath. By submitting this declaration of candidacy, you affirm to the following oath. I declare that the above information is true and that I am a registered voter residing at the address listed above, that I am a candidate for the office listed above, and that at the time of filing this declaration, I am legally qualified to assume office. I swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States and the Constitution and laws of the state of Washington. In order to complete this transaction, click on the button I affirm the oath and I wish to file below. If you do not wish to proceed, click the cancel button. There's the cancel button, and here I'm going to affirm to this oath and file. Next, I'm brought to the payment screen. If you are paying with a credit card, this is the way that you're going to file, is through the online system. If you are paying with cash or check, you may submit this and submit the cash or check to the office at a later time. Please note that no filing will be approved unless we receive the payment by 5 o'clock on May 10th, 2024. That is the last day to file and must be in office by 5 o'clock. This is a testing site, so I'm going to be putting in my testing credit card to give you an example of how this looks. This card, of course, will not work in the live site. Okay, we have successfully had payment. We are on to step 7. Thank you for filing. You have now submitted your declaration of candidacy. We are going to be sending emails to your candidate email that you submitted on step 4. You can verify that email right here. That is where we send all the emails of verification and confirmation. The email that you provide for the public will show on the Who's Filed. And then you have a receipt number here, and I recommend that you print a summary of this page in order for your own records. Okay, after you submit your declaration of candidacy, you're going to receive a series of emails. The first of which is going to look like this. The declaration of candidacy is received. This is an auto confirmation that you will receive approximately 15 minutes after you submit your declaration, so please be patient and wait for that email. On it will have some basic information about the office that you filed for. If any of this is incorrect, you may call us immediately. After the elections of filing officer has reviewed your information, you will receive another email confirming your approval. This has the same information that you submitted. Again, please verify that none of this information is incorrect and that we don't need to make any changes. It has some basic information about the voters pamphlet. The deadline for that is May 21st. That's 11 days after the final day of filing. There's a link to our guide right here. Any information that you need can be answered there. We also have an option here for the pronunciation form. This is an online form for you to give us details on how to pronounce your ballot name. This will go for audio ballots and used by the Washington Talking Book and Braille Library to produce an audio voter's guide. At the end of the day, on the last day of filing, we will run a lot draw to randomize the ballot order for each office. Every office that files with the Office of Secretary of State will be reordered according to this lot draw. Some information here about the deadline to withdraw is May 13th at 5 p.m. You can get the form from this email. If you wish to remove your name from the ballot, we must receive a signed request by 5 p.m. on Monday, May 13th. And then don't forget to please contact the Public Disclosure Commission for your financial reporting requirements. If you are filing for Congress or U.S. Senator, you want to contact the Federal Election Commission, or FEC, and they are available at fec.gov. Also, you will receive another email with a unique access link to submit your voter's profile. Not every office is afforded a voter's pamphlet profile, but every office that files with the Secretary of State does. These are all state offices, and you will receive a unique access link that is specific to your candidacy. It only goes to your email. If you need us to resend that, or we need to change the candidate email that you submitted, please contact us and submit a request in writing. You're going to click on this link here. Before I do that, I'm going to go through these other options here. It gives you some basic information about your allowance of words for the voter's pamphlet, and then of course a link to the guidelines. You can submit anytime after your declaration of candidacy is approved. Any information that you decide to leave blank on that will have this "no information submitted" placed underneath that heading. Every candidate is afforded a place in the pamphlet that appears on the ballot. Here's what the voter's pamphlet submission profile looks like. Here's some basic information explaining your requirements. This is the same information found in our guide. Here you can choose a photo. You're going to browse your file here. Okay, so I've chosen a photo from the browse button. If I need to crop it, I can go ahead and crop the button here. And that'll allow us to do some minor adjustments. Remember that a photo does need to be head and shoulders. Light but not white background is preferred. On the online voter's guide, these will appear in color, but in the printed version, it is black and white. We have our biography option here, 100 words for 4 combined fields. You'll notice that the words type down on or go down up here. You may also choose to copy and paste from a Word doc. To do that, all you're going to do is going to select inside the box. You can use this little clipboard here and open up this plain text paster, or you can hit Control V and paste it into that same thing. Once you've pasted that, you can see that your word limits have gone down. And we're going to delete some of these. And now I am under the word limit. Don't forget to add your community service. For voters to see. So I do have 15 words remaining on that, and it's from any of those 4 fields. The header does not count toward your word limit. Down here at the bottom, we have the statement. This is also depending on the position that you are filing for. Our federal delegation gets 300 words, along with governor. Most offices get 200 words, and the state representatives get 100 words. Again, you can hit Control V or this clipboard here to paste from a separate document. Click outside to get the words to calculate it. Hyphenated words do count as 1. If you have excessive hyphens, we will be contacting you to resubmit, but if it's after the deadline, our options are much more limited. You will see the contact information that I've placed in here for voters to see. We have a preview of everything that I just inserted down at the bottom here. Once you have verified that this is correct, you have the good contact information here. Go ahead and submit. After you submit, you may not edit this document. You may print summary right here for your records, so they have exactly what you submitted. After you submit this to us, you are going to receive a couple of notices. The first notice that you're going to receive is this voter's pamphlet profile received. So this is an auto confirmation of your submission, so that you know that we did receive it. You can go to that same profile here and see exactly what you submitted. Once the voter's pamphlet profile is accepted, we still have some review to do. You have an option to go and look at it again yourself. If we have any questions, we will reach out to you via email or phone call. And then about 45 days before the election, you will see this publicly on the online voters guide. You can get that from our website at sos.wa.gov/elections. We will have some information down here at the bottom so you can click to that fairly easily. You can also check the candidates who's filed page, and we will have links here underneath your candidate name. Let's go back and show you of what 2022 looked like for state offices. And you will see that each name is clickable here, and so you can click on that and get to that profile. Again, that won't be publicly available until about 45 days before the election, when military and overseas ballots are distributed to voters. If you have any questions, please reach us at candidate support, that's one word, at sos.wa.gov. Feel free to look at our website and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.